we are ready to take down one of the dumbest motherfuckers on this goddamn planet. You've heard his name uttered across the stream months ago. His name, Retri. The tanky extraordinaire defending turf points. He's back. He's ready to debate COVID. But will this absolute monstrosity of a dumb fuck match up to the Bone Zone? To your king, Bones of Doom. Back at it again. Coming back out of retirement. I'm back at it again. Ready to fucking slam down on some dumb fucks. Let's do it. Right here. Right fucking now. Let's do it. Will he respond? Let's see. Let's see if he does. So just say when you're ready. And I'm ready, bud. Where is he? Where's Mr. Retri? Oh, look at that. He gone. Let us look at the Discord screen in a moment as soon as I fix it. And here it is, right here. Look at that. Let's do it again. We don't like no shows here. We don't want this dumb fuck to waste our time today. Now do we? And if he wants to claim this is doxing DMs, I mean like fucking revealing DMs. Like look at all these DMs, dude. Like so revealing. Look at that. Round 2. Yeah, I'm totally doxing by showing these Discord DMs specifically. 2 seconds playing WoW. Look at this chump. Look at this chump. Look at this dude. Backing away right now. My man. My man's playing World of Warcraft right now in the midst of this. He really thinks he's hella smart by, just biding his time. He's not playing WoW. He's searching for sources. He's coping right now. He's fucking crying right now. He's going insane. He knows he's gonna get called on a shit. He knows he's not prepared. Yeah, nobody even fucking plays WoW anymore. Not even me. I was a fucking kid, dude. Yeah, no one plays fucking WoW anymore. Only loser tanky communists play WoW. That's right. Only loser tanky communists. That's right. I'm calling it right here. And if you're a sock dame, you're probably playing like Elder Scrolls, which is also cringe. But yeah, no. If this man thinks he's gonna run away from a debate, well, he ain't. He's not. I'm coming here with the fucking guns. I'm ready. But is he ready for his ass whooping? I think not. Now, I'm out for fucking blood here. I am out for it. I did not get on to stream when I'm a fucking college student on a weeknight just so I could just so I could get some pansy little baby to just quit out on a debate. My man has less fucking courage to debate right now than fucking TPUSA kids. Now let me tell you, TPUSA college students, they're brain dead, they're brainlets. They've got 0 brain cells on them collectively. All of them across the entire chapter at my university. 0 whole goose egg brain cells. And even they will step up to the fucking plate, unlike this absolute brainlet. Here we go. Now he's ready. Now he's fucking ready. Let's get it. How we doing, bud?
What's up?
You ready for round 2 of your fucking ass whooping, dog?
That's what you think. Sure. What do you want to debate?
Yeah. No, COVID, man. You seem to have you had a lot of good fucking spicy takes in chat earlier in Sansal's chat. And
I did that one. I don't know if
Oh, you kind of just did that one.
Like.
You kind of just did that one, yeah. Do you actually need more time to prepare some arguments? Maybe look up a Jimmy Dore video or 2, maybe a couple preprints, so that you can get a little bit of that data on you. Is that what you want?
No, I think I pretty much summed it up there at the end. Just there's a class division between the professional managerial class and people that have been working through all this that ends up in different views.
Yeah, no. What would be better for the working class specifically? Are we 2 weeks of being out due to COVID, or I'll even be a bit more charitable. How about 1 week? I'll even cut that shit in half, even though the recommended time's 10 days. Versus 1 day of getting that nice COVID jab. If you want to get the Johnson & Johnson one, that's one jab. That's 24 hours of a little bit of misery, but otherwise you're back up, ready to work. Or maybe the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines, you spend instead 2 days, maybe, at most. What would be better for the working class? 2 weeks of COVID, or 2 days of a COVID vaccine that will protect you from COVID?
Probably whatever decision they make.
Whatever decision. So you're appealing to the working class here. You're saying this is what's best for the working class, and now you want to back off and say, oh, it's whatever they want. It's whatever the working class wants. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Do you realize that you can't just speak for the working class in one point, and then shift to the working class can do whatever they want to another whenever it suits your argument? Do you think that's a little dodgy, buddy?
No.
Why? What's up? What's your reasoning behind it?
It's a solid argument through and through. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really hitting all my points on this.
You can't declare it as a solid argument until you've actually laid out your argument there, bud. So, let's go. Lay it out.
I think I've laid it out already. Is there anything new you want to talk about?
No. I want you to present an argument for your view of how we should handle COVID.
Yeah, I don't think employers should fire people for vax mandates. I don't think that should be a thing.
But why?
Yeah,
I think employers should be able to require vaccine mandates, because if someone at that workplace catches COVID, they can potentially spread it to the other workers, denying them their ability to work, and that could also put them out a couple weeks. And since most workers in the U.S. are working paycheck to paycheck, being out for 2 weeks is pretty much set in stone. They're done. They're probably going to be homeless, so they're going to have to cut up a lot of shit to make ends meet. And I'm not risking that for the working class, buddy. Which is why, gotta mandate those vaccines, baby. Pump them in.
I mean, I know you're like trying to be a content creator, but like I like don't really have any interest in that. So I've already kind of like talked about this for on the last stream. So I mean, I thought there was
Well,
something else.
this isn't Sonsol's stream. If you could tell, this is not Sonsol. This is Bones of Doom. You know, two completely different people. I know I've grown out my hair since, but I think you can tell the difference here. So I want you to state your arguments and come up with something, bud. Because this is just
Like
sounding like that you were
talk
unprepared then and you're
over
still unprepared now.
talk like a normal person for a sec.
Yeah, no, this is
I
how I normally talk. Yeah,
I just like went into a random person's stream, Console,
yeah,
talked about it with him, and
yeah.
then when I asked if there was anything else you wanted to talk about, you jumped in and said you wanted to debate. I said it was too many reviews about something else. I'm not gonna.
No, no, I think I
I'm not like
specifically mentioned in
oh,
chat that it was going to be about COVID, like multiple
you
times.
have like very different points from what he was making because I'm not like hearing. It's like your point isn't that it's like. So what's your like main argument?
Well, no, I'm just, I'm appealing to your
Wait,
like
wait, wait,
faux
wait, 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 wait,
populism
wait,
right
wait,
now.
wait, wait, wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
appealing to the working class here,
wait, wait,
unlike you.
buddy,
Yeah.
buddy, just talk like an old person. Uh,
I want you to
is there
actually,
anything?
engage here. So, yeah.
Yeah, you. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, go for it.
You were there the whole time listening while I was talking to your friend about it. So
Yeah.
you know what we've gone over. So if your point was to jump on the same topic, what is like your main difference in opinion from the person I was just talking to, or like
I think
what you
I think the
disagree with,
government
like
and the
the
employer
whole
should
thing?
be able to mandate vaccines.
That was also what he believed. What did
Yeah.
you differ, or like
Uh,
what did he not bring up
I
that you
think it's
really
for
wanted to bring
the
up?
I think it's for the protection of the working class. Yeah.
Yeah, now you're making like good general statements, but like
Yeah. Yeah.
what
No,
point
I
you
think
really wanted to bring
vaccines
up that
protect the
like
working class from getting out of work due to COVID. I think it's good job protection right there. If that way they don't get sick from COVID, or if they do, their symptoms are lessened by the effect of a vaccine, and that gets more working people back on the job, ready to work. Get that wage because we live in a capitalist society, buddy. We can't go around losing work days due to some dumbass virus. We gotta get on the grind. We gotta keep grinding till that revolution happens, buddy. It's like how's the working class gonna rise up if they're all fucking sick, dog? They're all fucking dying, dude.
uh yeah so the again Sansol also pretty much brought all that up. Do you have anything that you want to bring up that you like felt like you really left out or
Well, I mean, do you like ivermectin? Like, do you think that's any good for COVID?
no, it's
Cool.
good for I mean it seems to have like some use maybe the right but like yeah it's like
So
minimal
minimal.
uh
Do you have any data to support this minimal effect here? This is what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to get you to make a claim here and substantiate it. Because all we've both been doing really is just kind of virtue signaling to the working class. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm generally just interested like what you thought you're like gonna
Well, no, because I
bring
don't
up
think
or
you
like
really presented much of an argument besides, oh, I think this, and then kind of just walked away from it.
like I said I like dude just like talk normally like did you I don't care to go over stuff I just went over
All right, cool.
to just you when I just talked to this with
All
the
right,
other guy
great.
and you were
So,
watching.
all right. So, how about we rehash the trans stuff yet? What's your opinion on Bell versus Tavistock now that it's been overturned? Like, are you happy,
Uh,
sad? Like, what's up? So you also
my
dodged that
opinion
one too.
really changed.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any evidence that supports the idea that we should gatekeep puberty blockers more?
Wait, no, let's get
And
into the part of the debate you didn't get into before. What is your definition of a woman? What is a woman?
really, no. That's not relevant to this part of the debate. I'm talking about Bell versus Tavistock.
No, but
Yeah.
that's what we talked about last time. Let's talk about the thing we didn't get into as
Okay,
well.
so the definition of a woman is inherently incoherent, mainly because you can find like any sort of contradiction or like loophole or like hole in that definition to where it like just as a like a general statement of like woman like that kind of falls through. But then again, it goes with like every single definition. Things will fall through all the time, and so generally when we're talking about people in just in public, like a woman generally means like someone who identifies with that label. They tend to present more femininely, but again, not always the case. Every single definition of woman is going to be qualified by X amount of statements, and so I don't really think that's going to be much of a. I don't think we're going to really disagree on that much. So, what about yours, bud?
That was hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, really, that was hilarious.
All right, what's a female?
I mean, if you want to go by a sort of definition, you could define it chromosomally, where you have XX chromosomes. Generally speaking, there's like some females that have atypical sets of chromosomes, but yeah. If you want to go say by like
How many
gonads, generally a
centimeters
female would
per
be producing eggs. Like what else?
Yeah, what else?
I mean, like, do you just want me to like go down like all the potential definitions for it as well?
I just want to hear the full definition of what a female is.
The full definition? Sure, let me just pull up my running definition. If I can pull up this. And it is right here. We can also go with this definition. Biologically, the female sex is defined as the adult phenotype that produces larger gametes. Like, that's the gametic entailment. So, let's see. You could also go with, like, secondary characteristics where typically women have the breasts. They have, like, wider hips. They have a higher voice. Do you just have anything else to go with here? Do you have anything you want to supplement that with?
I don't know. Is there something to supplement it with? Is there
Well,
more?
well, you're the one who asked me, so I'd be coming here with some critiques or something, maybe something I never considered.
I don't know. Do you think there's more, or was that
I mean, I
it?
just presented pretty much what I think is a female, based on all previous definitions.
All of them?
Yeah.
So how much of each?
How much
So like
of
it was
what?
partially secondary characteristics and partially the production of the large gamete. Is it like percentage of each, or is it like a certain threshold?
Like for what? Female?
So what's it?
It
Yeah.
yeah. It depends on what you would want to define it as.
Well, what would you define it as?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm asking you. I've already defined female.
And do you
I'm
think someone?
asking you for your criteria.
Wait, is someone that's female? When do they become male? Can they become male?
Can females become males? If we're talking chromosomally, probably not, unless you can somehow figure out a way to change a person's chromosomes. If you're talking like gametic entailment, then maybe you could figure out a way to, say, perform a hysterectomy and then do a transplant of like a penis with the testicles and all that, and have that whole thing working. But we're not currently there yet. I don't know how long we would be until we reach that capability necessary. If you're talking about, say, like secondary characteristics or like primary hormonal intake, I guess it depends on like your estrogen and testosterone production, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can go on with anything. So yeah, it depends on what you would like define as like a female or male in this case. I just think that they all kind of correlate together. I just gave you multiple ways of how I could frame it.
But which one's correct?
I think all of them provide a decent amount of information into a person's sex, and primarily, I think in like the medical industry, you kind of go with either the gametic entailment, because like usually that's visible at birth or like even before birth, or you like test a person's chromosomes. And even then, like that person's sex could theoretically change depending on whether they get like their chromosomes tested.
Wait, when can their sex change?
The classification of their sex can get changed if, say, like they're actually intersex, even though like initially they presented like either like typical male or typical female.
But which intersex condition?
Again, that kind of depends. You could either go with gametic entailment, you can go with the gonads, you can go with hormonal production, you can go with chromosomes. Like, I'm asking you to like make an argument here. You're just kind of asking questions, and you're kind of just being dumbfounded, really.
I mean, I was just trying to figure out what a female was, and I'm just more confused than when I started.
Do you want me to define a female for you then?
Yeah.
Chromosomally, they have XX chromosomes. If you want to go gametic entailment, you can go with they produce eggs. Typically, the females, they have wider hips. They have breasts. They can produce milk out of their mammary glands usually. They have periods. Like what else do you want? Higher voice?
Is there more?
I mean, that's pretty much like all the major ones that I can think of off the top of my head. Do you have anything?
All of them? Or how much of each?
Like I said earlier, typically how a person's sex is classified either happens at birth, whenever the doctors look at their gonads. If they have a vagina, then they typically get classed as female. If they have a penis, they typically get classed as male. And you could also do the same with like chromosomes, and that kind of conflates things a little bit sometimes.
How does that conflate things?
Because if they are intersex, they aren't necessarily like a typical female or typical male. They have something different going on.
That makes them not female or male?
That makes them not the typical female or typical male, no.
So they're still essentially female or male?
In a sense, sure. Just they have differences going on in their bodies, depending on how you want to frame it. Yeah.
So what makes them essentially still male? So all intersex people are still essentially male and female.
In most cases, yes. But if they are able to produce both gametes, then not necessarily under like a gametic entailment definition.
But there's no one that can produce both.
Are we about to go down this route again? Do you want to go down this route again?
Because that's where it always goes.
Yep, here we go. So, true hermaphroditism with oogenesis and spermatogenesis. I'm going to post this in my chat, and I'm also going to send it in DMs. I don't know why you would walk into this again knowing that you've already gone through this and you have no argument against it. So, oh wait, no abstract available. Hold on. Let me find it.
I called it the thing it's called now, and you called it the thing it's called 40 years ago. It's that we don't call it anymore because it's not hermaphroditism.
It's hold on then. Let me get you the current up to date definition then for you. So, or I could define hermaphroditism right here: systems in which male and female sexes exist in the same individual, i.e., a single individual produces both small and large gametes. What part of that definition do you disagree with? Because we kind of have to engage with old terms if we're going to use them. If we're going to go back to the old texts. Here's another link that I'm going to post right here while I look for the text on the other one.
Are male and female.
Yeah.
Because they produce both, right?
Correct, yeah. That in of itself entails a non-binary characterization of sex.
You're muted, I think.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, yeah, they're both male and female.
So a person who does not have true hermaphrodism, who's a male, can't be female.
Well, not if we go by gametic entailment. If they can produce both sperm and egg, no, I can consider that both male and female under that definition.
So a typical XY male can't be a female, become a female.
I didn't say anything about becoming. I said that they are, based off of a gametic entailment definition. And if I'm going to run back the gametic entailment definition for you. So, person that produces sperm, male. Person that produces egg, female.
Yeah. So a typical
person that produces both, male and female.
Male.
Yeah.
Is still a male, whether they declare themselves that or not, right?
Say that again?
So like, if a male who's like an adult male says they're a female, they'd be incorrect, right?
Well, yeah, if they have they exhibit all the male traits, then sure, yeah, that them calling themselves female would be incorrect.
So, if we were to use the my definition of a woman, which is a female human post-puberty who's an adult, then you agree that an XY male that identifies as a woman, a trans woman, is not a woman.
If you're going by the definition that if say like a typical male claims to be a woman, I guess under that definition you would probably be correct. But the problem with that definition is that that's not what kind of society goes by. Typically, we don't check for chromosomes when we're walking up to Susie. It's like, hey, Susie. Hey, Susie. I need to check to see if you got a... No. Hey, Susie, I got to check to see if you got a vagina. I need to know whether or not you're an adult human female. Like, no, that's not what happens. Typically, no. I'm talking right now. Typically, when we're going in... No. Buddy, don't make me mute. I'm going to... No.
I'm just curious.
Nope. No, you're gonna let me finish. So, typically in society, we do not use adult human female as our standard for what a woman is. Do you go around checking people's I guess chromosomal makeup, or do you check to see if they've got a penis or a vagina? Hey, buddy, you can answer now. It's your turn.
No.
Huh?
No.
No, we don't? So what about adult human female for your definition of woman is in any way like practical and everyday conversation? Or like an everyday like a usage in society?
Wait, can you click the link I just linked you? That's my data.
Okay. That's your data.
Yeah, can you just open it up, see what it brings up?
It says type woman definition here. Let's see. You could have just brought up like a Google search, dude. Let's see. An adult female human being, yeah?
Yeah, so that's like a pretty. That must be a pretty normal one, right?
Yeah, but but how practical is that in society? Are you just going to based on like no context clues that you could get from anything else? How do you know like a person is a woman just by like looking at them?
No, I rest my case.
You rest your case? That's your argument, dude? It's like, lol, you didn't look up the definition of woman that I do. Therefore, case in point, I win. Like, no. You got to tell me why your definition is useful in everyday society. Why should I abide by your definition? And also, like, what does that entail? Like, how do I use your definition?
By that definition, that's the first one that comes up on Google.
So why should I use your definition for everyday interactions?
You agree that by the dictionary definition, a trans woman is not a woman?
Based off of that one definition, a person who is male is not a woman. Based off of that, but the question is that what everyday people use in society?
Yes.
Really? So how do you apply it? How do you apply that definition when you're interacting with people? How do you determine whether someone is a man or a woman based off of that? He left the call. What a complete fucking dumbass. Holy cow, dude. Look at this dude fucking running away from a debate right there. Let's put it up for everyone. Let's look right here. Let it be known that this man ran away from a fucking debate. Hold on. Where is it? Where's the fucking Discord window? Hold on. Is this it? Yep, here we go. Let it be known that this man ran a fucking away from a debate. Wow, incredible. So this complete fucking asswipe of a human being right here, my dude. Was that literally your fucking argument? Get back and call, dumbass. Let's go. You cannot sit here and just fucking weasel out of this shit. Oh, look at that. You unfriended me, you cunt. Alright, so he's blocked me now. So now we can actually engage with his argument now that this actual brainlet is fucking out of this call. So, you're just gonna get the fucking yeeted out of here too. So here's why his definition does not work. So when people are usually talking about adult human female, they're talking about sex-based characteristics here. They're talking the vagina, the penis, the testicles, the ovaries, the boobs, the lack thereof boobs, the high voice, or the low voice. That is what people are generally talking about when they're talking about like the adult human female version of what a woman is. Now, the problem with that is not everybody is going to just display their fucking vagina or penis to help you, the person, determine whether or not they're a man or a woman. Typically, they have like a voice if they speak, but if you are not speaking to them and you're just identifying them in public, typically what they go with would be the clothing. Most people signify with the clothing or with how long they grow their hair, if we're talking like in trad society. Whose dick do I gotta suck for a sword in here? You know what, Tornado Kane? Hold on. We love Tornado Kane here, so I trust Tornado with a fucking sword. Yeah, also, some women don't always have women characteristics. I'll get to that point. But typically, they're going by presentation. Typically, if we're going, like, very stereotypical, we got the fucking suit right here, or the coat jacket for the men. I mean, look at that, like, the pointy shoulders and all that shit. That's kind of part of why I wore it. If you go back to the beginning of the stream, I did a whole fucking, like, weird-ass intro. But that is typically what we go by. We go by presentation. Not none of this, let me just flash my dick at you. Like, no. That's weird. That's weird as fuck. If you need to do that to determine if someone's a man or a woman, you're just a perv. You're fucking stupid. And you probably shouldn't be in society if that's what you go by. So, this is why Retri's definition fucking utterly fails. That's why he's a complete fucking brain-dead, like, ape. Unironically. That's why he has 0 brain cells right there. So here's the kind of a based colloquial definition that we could probably go by to 9 times out of 10 determine whether someone's like a man or a woman presentation. If a girl got a dress, she probably a woman. That could also be non-binary, but hey, that's when you ask. It's like, hey, it's like what pronouns do you go by? Like that sort of stuff. Or if it's like a dude, they're typically wearing like the t-shirt and shorts or the jeans, maybe a sweatshirt or something like, that sort of stuff. And then when in doubt, ask for pronouns. And so basically like Retri's definition is a conflation of sex and gender. He's a complete fucking dumbass. I'm going to post this debate at some point because he just completely utterly fucking fails here too. Let's see, where is it? Let's see. I actually have 2 previous debates with him. So actually, this is round 3, not even round 2, but round motherfucking 3. So hold on. I'm going to post this shit in chat right now. This was actually a moderated debate with Killer Sieg as the moderator. Like, go follow him. He's a conservative, but he's pretty cool. He's one of the good ones. He's also a mod in Silent chat like me. Super nice dude. Super cool. Like, give him all the fucking support, man. But yeah, tankies are ultimately dumb. This is fucking true. This kid's just a complete utter fucking dumbass. And also, like, I might as well post both debates into the chat here. This is just literally a continuation of like the previous 2 debates where he fails to like actually like provide an argument for anything. He tried to say that sex was fucking binary, and this one right here utterly failed. The rest of this is just trans issues. Again, he utterly fucking failed in both of those. And tankies like this fucker will always appeal to like the just absolute like easiest, most simple way of analyzing things. Woman is based off of this one definition, as if all definitions have their own caveats, as if not all definitions are contextual. They're based on something that either and they're also formed in a way to where like certain people can understand it. Like there's like all sorts of fucking things that you can go to. And the reason why Retri goes to that specific definition is because it's the first definition that people see. So people tend to think, oh, like that's the definition that everyone uses. No, hell no, that's fucking dumb as shit. Most people don't apply like this fucking like T chart of characteristics. Like, let me do a questionnaire before I meet you, sir and or ma'am. Let's see. Were you born with XX or XY chromosomes? Oh, XX, check. Okay. So you are a female, clearly, so I'm going to refer to you as ma'am. Sir, I am on 5 years of T. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sorry. You have XX chromosomes. I have to go by this definition. Like, fuck no. That's not how people work. That's not how anything fucking works. And... people perceive different meanings to words, exactly. People have their own way of defining shit. People have their own way of discerning whether someone is a man or a woman or even fucking non-binary sometimes. If you're that woke enough. And, like, this fucking brainlet, like, he couldn't argue COVID. Like, I tried to get him to, like, make a fucking, like, point on COVID earlier. He's like, oh, I said everything that I need to say. He said fucking nothing in that debate with Sonsel. He said fucking nothing. Because he's a fucking brainlet. He has no synapse connections right there. In fact, every single breath that he takes is literally a fucking miracle, because I don't think his brain is capable of being able to, like, control his body to make a breath. It is literally due to fucking luck that this man is alive today. So we could probably give him a round of applause for having such incredible fucking luck. Get this man a lottery ticket. But yeah, no, like, he's just... There's nothing you can really do about it. All you, like, I've literally, like, made the base take of saying every single definition that we make on a, like, yeah, soy clap, hell yeah, ho base, like, every single definition of every single fucking word that we have made in the English language, in the fucking German language, go all the way fucking back to all languages, all of them, all the fucking languages, every single time, every single word has caveats. It has there are ways where you can't really use it in certain with certain definitions, but you can in others. Like, everything is always contextual, and if you can't agree to a definition at the, like, start of a debate, like, that's gonna lead to a fundamental misunderstanding between two parties. And Retri works off of that, because all I have to say is that, yes, if you define female in this specific way, in the way that I understand it, invite you to VC, yeah, in the specific way that I understand it, then yeah, you could probably say that trans women aren't male or aren't female. But what if? Yeah, I'll invite you. Also, I gotta take this coat off because it's getting fucking hot. Just with me, like, flailing around. But yeah, no. What was that? What else? But yeah, no, like, say a trans woman, she gets SRS, she gets rid of her stupid penis, and she gets a based vagina. Great, cool. So based off of like specific gonads, she can't really be classified as a male or female because she doesn't have any gametes anymore. They're all gone. They're all out of her body. But she also outwardly presents a vagina, which would put us in the female category. Now, say this trans woman has also taken like facial feminization surgery, and she has like a more feminine face now. And again, another like characteristic that we tend to like see if people are or man or woman. That's another check into the female category, based off of what you could define that as. And even then, like. You know, the definitions of like a feminine or masculine face are really fucking arbitrary. And then fucking estrogen or testosterone, that affects your that affects a lot of shit in your body. That estrogen can give you breasts. They can up your voice a little bit. Reduction in testosterone will also do that. You get all sorts of like weird stuff. I think with estrogen you get like higher like ability to get blood clots, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, hold on. Are you in the Discord? Let's see. So I'm ready to, okay, yeah, he is. I'm going to pull you in real quick, and boom. Boom. Alright. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. That debate. Oh my god.
Yeah, I literally have no patience for this dude. I've already debated him twice, and he's just an actual, like, low IQ brainlet, literally.
Wait, you debated him twice?
Yeah, I've debated him twice before. Those were like the two YouTube links.
Oh.
They were all like a while back too. They were on like train shit again. Like.
Nice.
And he's now blocked me on Discord because he's a scumfuck coward who refuses to engage with anything. So yeah.
My man had like
Don't
Hey,
make
I
me
don't know how
Killer Sieg. He's blocked me. This dude ran away from a debate when I said that, hey, under your definition, based on how I understand it, you could say that a trans woman is not a woman based off of calling them an adult human female, which would bring us back to like the sex characteristics, which I believe conflates like the meaning of gender as a whole.
Yeah. And also, like, was he literally saying, like, do you have to show your fucking cock or pussy or some shit in order to be, like...
Well, no. The thing is, he wouldn't. He can't say that. Otherwise, he has to make a position, and he can't do that. He kind of has to vague post a lot. He also has to like ask a lot of questions, and then kind of implicitly argue that I'm crazy or that I'm wrong. And you saw that at the end when he like left the call, and when I agreed that under his definition, based off of my understanding, that a trans woman could not be considered a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're talking about an adult human female, you now have like the sex based shit, the female part, which depending on your definition of sex, could change whether or not a person is a male or female. And which is why I spent all that time like premising all this, because it takes a while to develop a more nuanced take than just lol, you have pussy, you female, or lol, you have penis, you're male. Like,
yeah, that's...
But then again, that's like
stupid.
That is literally the peak of analysis of all tankies, unironically. Like a class analysis, if worker don't like, then it bad for worker. Or if yeah, like literally. It's just it's brain rot, honestly. It is. Like I'd even go as far to say it's retarded. So
based.
Literally, like.
Yeah.
It's just.
But like, yeah. So when
Thank you, Sieg. Please ban me off of this dumbass site. I need grass to touch.
Yeah, like, so midway in the debate, essentially, I don't know what, but
True Ash. Yeah. I got bodied.
Got bodied?
Yeah. She's another mod in Sonsel's chat. So like, she I know she's memeing, but
yeah, but yeah, midway in the like debate, like holy shit, like, so he brings like, he could have just said just search up women and find a definition, but he had to like do the extra like. I forgot what the website's called.
He tried to do like a link, and eventually I was like, this is taking too long. I'm just going to look up the fucking definition of a woman and read it back to him.
And also...
Are we, though? What? What, see?
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to say, like, essentially, well, like I said, like, previously in the chat, like, everyone has different opinions, in different, from different words, you know, obviously one, right. You say one word, you know, it can be perceived differently from different cultures, different, individuals and stuff, like.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I can bring up this example from, like, India, like, there's, like, some native culture, I can't remember, like, the name of the person, but if they act like very femininely and they're like born as a male, like typically what happens is they get castrated, they get their like they get like everything cut off in like this ceremony, and then they become a sort of like they're kind of like socialized as a woman, but they're also fertility priests in a way. I fucking wish I kept that book that I read for anthropology a while back.
Yeah. So wait, really so like
I can pull it up, but
do they do that by force?
From what I understood, it's that it's kind of like customary in the culture if that happens. Oh. And you like if like a guy presents like really femininely, and typically I want to say it could be their choice. I'm pretty sure like at least a plurality of them do. Or
my balls are getting
fucking majority. That's the word.
My balls are getting off.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but yeah, no. And then there's also like a two-spirit, like Native Americans who are like who would be considered like I think non-binary, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, interesting, but thing, but I've read. I don't know, not read actually. I heard from a different person. But I don't know if it's like true or not. But the
Also, let me change the
natives.
title real quick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah, go for
essentially,
it.
like the natives, Native Americans, before America, entered their land and conquered them and shit. That, um, they're actually very progressive when it comes to like, I don't know if it was being bi or trans thing. To them, it was like normal, and they were very like, I guess, well, not. Well, I guess the word would be accepting and shit. But once, America came, I think of it like, yeah, American imperialism, everything changed and stuff. And,
Yeah, I got that narrative from the book that I was reading too. I fucking wish I could remember the name of the book, but the
so
last
that
name of
was
the author
actually
is like
true.
Nanda.
So that was
Nanda
actually
gender
true.
book. Yep. Serena Nanda, gender diversity. I'm going to throw the Amazon book, not that one. It's this one, second edition. I'm gonna toss this Amazon link. There we go. It's right there. Yeah, no, that's the book that I read, and I really wish I remembered more of it. Though I might just like at some point like buy the book and like read it.
Yeah, because it's just I find it very interesting. Like that could have like been especially like in narratives. It, it could have been interesting seeing like their society grow and what could have been what could have been like the Native Americans
Right.
progressing. Yeah.
But
So
instead, we got
it's
a bunch of fucking imperialism by some whitey. No. But yeah.
yeah. God, where do you find these people?
So I think Retri is a person that I've debated in Sonsoul's chat a lot. Like back in the OG days when I wasn't the mod. And same thing, I think in Shark's chat too. Is Shark00?
Oh wait, are you a moderator for
Yeah,
Shark?
I'm a moderator for Shark too. Yeah.
Damn. What the fuck?
Sieg's gonna imperialize my ass. That's kinky, but also like I'm like talking to a chick, so I don't know how okay she'd be with that. It's nothing. We're just like literally talking. It's like getting to know her, but but nah, she cool.
Oh, here, nice. Your Oh God. Okay. I don't. Okay, I might send you. Okay. Do you remember like I don't know. It was like very like popular or whatever. Like the tweet blew up. Essentially, it was like a I think it was. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's like a political compass, but it shows you. It's like a sexual. I just had to show it to you. You probably won't. Can't show it on stream because it's like very sexual.
Yeah, just DM it to me. So.
Yeah.
So Dirk, that's my Discord. I'll probably VOD upload, please. I will right after the stream is done. I'm gonna literally upload the VOD.
Nice. Then I would just like watch because like I barely joined in and shit, and I only caught like midway the debate and shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, that was probably around where we got into the gender shit.
Ooh.
Nice. How'd it go? He ran away after I conditionally agreed to a definition that he was presenting. But he was considering that as a dunk, as a W to his argument.
He essentially ran away like he's Anne. Okay.
Well, yeah, because one, he's a coward, and two, he's painfully stupid. He's a smug little bitch. Honestly, that's the best way I could probably like talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will also clip out the debate, including the intro, if I can get the the fucking video in time in case the Undertaker's intro music is copyright claimed. I think it is. It probably is. But yeah, no, I had this like fucking like intro where I like threw on this coat and a fucking like cheap ass like hat that I bought for a Halloween costume.
Yeah. Wait, what was the bit for your whole get up right now? No, or you did at the beginning?
Basically, basically, I haven't like streamed in a while, and so I was gonna do this like Undertaker shit, you know, like coming out of the grave and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen like his stuff? Yeah, exactly. And so I was going based off of that.
Nice.
Like it was like
Also-
something that I thought of in like 5 minutes. And also the fucking Undertaker is one of the most like badass pro wrestlers.
Okay, is the Undertaker like essentially like a character or something?
Yeah, he's like a stage character. Yeah, he's a character.
Oh my god!
That's
why.
that's the meme. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely not showing that to stream. Not at all.
The blue one. Okay. Feel my privilege, white cock. You fuck.
Yeah, I think I've seen this before too. Did you post on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Then I've seen it already. God damn.
I posted this like the blue one. People were saying, "Bro, what the fuck is wrong?"
Dude, you're always horny posting too.
What? Again? Okay, it gets me interactions.
That is true. I wish I like shit posted as hard though. Like most of my tweets are probably just like literally me shitting on other people. U.S. House expected vote Friday and Build Back Better bill. I wish I could. I had the time to stream that because I work Fridays.
Oh wait. Okay, so off that we're streaming. So what are your thoughts on? Can you be a lefty and be against the mandates for vaccines and stuff?
If you frame it in a way that's all like, oh, the workers could suffer under this, it's a form of oppression. I mean, you could make that argument. I just think it's an incredibly weak one. Which is why in the beginning, you didn't catch it, but I kind of did this this whole bit where I kind of like played into like the communist populism type thing where I'm like, I would rather protect the workers by mandating the vaccine so that they can't be like plagued by this virus and be like set out of work. They can't, that way they don't miss out on work, the wages that they need to survive and, bide their time for the revolution. And that was kind of like my whole shtick, and he wasn't taking it like. Because his whole like, oh, it's not good for the workers, like basically my whole point was like I could easily say that in the opposite direction, but in a more charismatic way.
Yeah.
I've taken a few notes out of Infrared's book when it comes to his rhetoric, when it comes to like doing the fake populism and the communist revolution, all that jazz. Which is why I also like go up to the mic like this and. Yell sometimes.
I horny post for sex, you horny post for interactions. We are not the same. So true, actually.
Base.
Okay, thoughts, Infrared and the whole Destiny debate. I absolutely think Infrared was stupid when it comes to like the third party.
Yeah. He's literally the dumbest person on this platform.
Oh, I thought you liked him.
No, hell no. Hell no, dude. Dude, he's a fucking meme.
Oh.
Yeah, the attempt at the Sam Cedar thing was so stupid. That was literally the most awkward 2 minutes of my life. I watched that happen before I like hit the road because I went to Houston this weekend and I thought, hey, I've got a 4-hour drive. I can spend half of it listening to this dumb shit debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, tankies are bad for socials. Yeah, Jackson flexing and Destiny just looking like this the whole time, like just like this man was just deadpan the whole time. Like how much of a flop does it become when you're just literally like sitting there, just like okay, whatever, just let this happen, and then Jackson Hinkle didn't even like step in for the debate. Really, he just like said his intro, and then
that's it.
Up and left. Like that was the most weak sauce shit on the planet. And then the debate wasn't that much better. I was like fucking mauling at how dumb he was.
Yeah, when I first fucking watched the debate, he came like okay. Infrared like,
debate.
Left.
No, sorry.
Yeah, Infrared left, got up and left and shit. I'm like, okay.
Like,
Then I see the guy coming here. I'm like,
oh no, it's
shit.
Jackson Hinkle. Like,
I thought because
what a nightmare.
Literally, someone's I don't know who was it, but they quote to it saying like he tried to do like a Sam Cedar attempt and failed and shit.
That was so dumb.
And they were Dylan and Dustin were just like,
okay,
what the fuck is going? Okay.
Like I'm not a big Destiny stan. Like I'm not DGG for life. But like
you should.
Okay? I should. I'm sorry, but until Destiny unblocks me on Twitter, I'm not becoming a DGG stan.
He blocked you?
Yeah, he blocked me after I quote tweeted him enough. Same with Mouthy, RGR. Like those three, I've gotten the hard block.
Damn. I gotten blocked by I think everyone has gotten.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were a Vosh. Oh, I don't even fucking watch Vosh anymore. I've become disillusioned with fucking Demon Mama too. Like Demon Mama makes terrible arguments. Let's be really fucking honest. Like if I'm gonna start shooting flames everywhere, I didn't initially realize how bad Demon Mama's arguments were until I listened to enough of them, and then I realized, holy cow, this is bad. And yeah,
she's strong at debating.
She's very much a rhetoric person.
I kind of do.
She tries, yeah.
But
her logical thinking isn't all up there.
Yeah, I just wish she improved.
Yeah.
I don't watch her that often.
Yeah, School Bad.
I generally watch. It's just Destiny and Vosh and shit. But
yeah, I don't even really watch Destiny or Vosh that much. Really, the only times where I'd watch them both are just for debates. Really. Yeah, her debate tactic is to make faces at you.
School Bad. Also, you can sub that.
POV. You said mandated schooling was good. Oh my god!
Really wanted to see. I actually genuinely wanted to see the debate transpire with Demon Mama and Hans and shit. Because it was because I actually genuinely for me I don't know.
I initially thought he went too hard on her, and then I watched the subsequent debates. It was worse than the subsequent debates. Him versus Riverboat Jack. I was like, come on.
BoJack Horseman? Oh my god.
No, Riverboat Jack. Jesus Christ.
Is that a BoJack reference?
I don't know. I don't watch BoJack Horseman, so I have no clue.
Hell, exactly soy phasing. Exactly, True. You're so. How dare you not watch?
You are literally the dude. You're the Wojak who's crying behind a smug mask.
The dreamer. I forgot what.
The dreamer it was taking small face mask thing.
Smile shit. Yeah.
BoJack is so good, man. Watch the show. Ugh, I don't know.
Watch it.
I don't know, man. I've got. Let's see. I'm currently watching Bleach, so I'm gonna stop watching Bleach so I can watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Also, Demon Slayer season 2 is coming out, and I need to watch that. I've become more of an anime person. No. And also video games.
This is better than anime, okay?
This is better than anime.
It's better. It's I
don't know, man. Based off of the memes, I don't know, man. I don't want a very existentially nihilist horse walking around my parts.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna make you doomer, okay? That's my goal for everyone. I'm gonna make every leftist doomer.
I got slightly closer with this round of elections. But I don't think I that's not really attributing it to you, though. Unless you were the one who caused the results of those elections, and if that's the case, I guess good job.
The count, the ballot was stolen. They should have stopped the count.
True.
2020, 2022 Trump.
You I need to sit down. Let me do this.
It was stolen?
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn Youngkin clearly stole the fucking election win. Yeah, he's gonna hurt trans rights. Yeah, that's gonna fucking suck.
It's gonna hurt trans.
Yeah, in the TPUSA chapter that I'm like currently lurking in, like they're all like base Youngkin. It's just like
okay, wait, where?
So like in my university, there's a TPUSA chapter, and I was like, and on a whim, I was like, you know what? Let me fucking join it. I'll at least get like a couple of like Discord debates out of it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, a lot of them are just really cringe, like nationalists. Like you know how TPUSA is supposed to be this kind of like I guess libertarian-esque, like a kind of conservative org.
I don't know what the TPS. I don't know.
Turning Point USA, led by like Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah, I have trans and non-binary friends. Yes, so do I.
Wait, you have it like in school or something?
Yeah, at my university. Yeah, there's a chapter there.
Cringe.
Yeah, I'm literally. I wouldn't say really a psyop so much. I've already revealed myself to be not like part of their political leaning. Though I'm kind of the very kind lefty who won't troll them to death.
You should.
No, I'm their token lefty, pretty much.
Or at the very least, invite me. Okay.
See, I can't really do that.
Oh, is that all your universe?
Yeah, yeah.
I assume. Okay,
it's infested with Fuentes fans. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least there's a non-zero amount of them that is a Fuentes fan. They were like fucking standing baked Alaska.
So. Based. I mean, bad.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like, what the fuck? I mean, you kind of have the voice for a Fuentes stan, if I'm honest.
Obviously, dude. Like, you know, Nick has some good points about women. You know, POV women.
The Pepe.
And, yeah. You know, Pepe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Pepe. Post. Fuentes does fuck Catboys. Yeah. Fuentes is confirmed at least bi.
Fuentes fucks Catboys.
But actually, my hot take is that he's actually like a closeted gay person, and the only way he's able to really like vent that out was his like date with Catboy Cammy, who I think is also a Nazi.
No, he is a Nazi. Holy shit. Okay,
yeah.
I think I see like a debate like essentially with Destiny, where he argued about like I don't know what was it.
But, no. Catboy Cammy is a Nazi. Like I know Fuentes is.
Yeah. Yeah, because Destiny and them were arguing about like black statistics, and then this is where like I found out where I was introduced with the whole take on
hold that thought 1 second.
The war and crimes was bad and shit because Destiny like reminded me like says, well, it's not. It's the fault of like people. It's the fault of like war and drugs.
Yo, I can't hear anything you were saying. I was like talking to my sister for a second. That's why I said hold that thought. Sorry, so can you run back the last 30 seconds? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So essentially, I saw like a debate. Like, I don't know when, but essentially it was like 6 months ago or something. I got it in my recommendation and shit, and I decided to watch it. And it's this fucking person wearing like some Catboy fucking shit, which I didn't know who that person was, but I kind of saw like the recommendations, like Nick Fuentes and shit, and I already got the gist of what this person's about, but they were arguing about like the statistics of black people and black crimes and shit. And yeah, and then this is where I was introduced with the Destiny introduced me with the war and crimes, and why it's bad and stuff, and the reason why it affects minorities and stuff and stuff. And, yeah, this person was insane. Nazi Catboys, so
yeah,
true.
Pretty much. Yeah, Nazi Catboys, pretty bad combo. But have you ever heard of trans Nazis or trans fascists?
Isn't Gammy one?
Gammy, honestly, sometimes with her takes, I think like, but okay. I know one of her friends is a trans fascist. I think her name is Maria. Like, hold on.
Send me their ad or something. I don't know.
Here, I will if I can find it in my notifications, because I think I got a lot of them in like a short amount of time.
But yeah,
like this is what happens when you fucking argue with everyone.
God, okay, it's so weird, but suddenly, okay, my whole like I guess people that I talked to, it was first libertarians, socialists, Then midway into my lefty arc, it was sock debs and shit. Now it's like Marxist Leninist and shit. But right now, it's like globes, and I had a good discussion on why globalism is bad with few people I
I
follow.
don't know why people are against globalism. I'm fine with it. I like it when the world's interconnected. There's a lot of shit you can get out of it. Not really
No,
just like goods so much as like the intermingling of cultures. Like I fucking love me some. I love me some ramen, dude. Let me tell you, there's this ramen shop like down the street, or not down the street, like 5-10 minutes where I live. Fucking their spicy miso is fucking God, man. You can be interconnected without globalism. Not really.
yeah, exactly. No, okay.
Yeah,
So
Bones. That
yeah,
woman is insane. What? Who? Gammy? I mean,
yeah,
Gammy has a lot of bad takes. Oh yeah,
no,
the
no, okay.
benefits are. I'll shut up. Sorry.
No, okay. You have to understand. For me, I agree. I used to like globalism, but the fact is, if it's the country doesn't want to do that, in globalism, like they'll do it by force, and I hate that. That's the thing. For me, I am more of a, I forgot what's the other word for it. It's something about like internationalist or something.
Internationalist.
Internationalist or something, but it's around like inner or something. That I fundamentally agree with. It's just the globalism and like forcing people like into like joining into like a what we call it, like essentially a one nation shit. It's like nah. Mainly because of the violence, I disagree.
Like I guess. I mean, I guess like there you can have like a level of protectionism, if I'm honest. Like especially if a country's like kind of fledgling, trying to get their own industry started. Yeah, I'm totally fine with protectionism in the short term. But I think for like long term sustainability, you kind of got to open yourself up and be interconnected. Then I'm anti-globalist. No, because ultimately I want the countries, all countries, to be interconnected and working together in a
Yeah.
global coalition. The only reason why I say protectionism is good is so that they don't get exploited when they're just getting on their feet. Like this isn't really an anti-globalist take. What do you mean by interconnected? I mean something like the UN, where all countries kind of send their delegates and decide on like world affairs, economically, where they're trading with other nations, culturally, where they're letting people go through their borders, migrate, etc., etc. Where do I draw the line? Ultimately, I would like to see no line, really. I kind of like the anarchist position of no borders. Like as an ultimate goal down the line. Globalism is good. Protectionism doesn't stop economic fallout of domestic industries, in my opinion. What do you mean?
I love this. Okay, can I read
Sorry,
this? Essentially,
yeah, Dirk. I don't know exactly what you mean. If you want to clarify a little bit.
um,
Also, I
this is where I
sent you
found.
her Twitter.
Oh, okay. So yeah, also globalization refers to the interdependence between countries arising from the integration of different aspects of the economy, such as trade. International trade can stimulate economic growth of other countries. We're trying to find when.
Yeah, free trade allows for cheaper. Yeah, I agree with that. I think. Yeah, free trade allows for cheaper goods. Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree with. Yeah, it does spike the cost of goods. But yeah, that's due to shit labor laws in third. Yeah, exactly. Like in third world nations, I guess, or not necessarily third world. No, it's called undeveloped, developing, and developed. I think is the more modernized terms. But in like developed and or undeveloped and developing nations, yeah, like their shit labor laws that lead to very fucking cheap goods. And ideally, if they had protections, we'd have a bit more expensive goods. The thing the world should pay us Americans for policing them, it's only fair. I mean, yeah, Yeah, probably. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on that take. I think the U.S. should transition away from like being kind of the world's policeman and become more of a more of like an aid country type thing where we kind of send like medical supplies, economic aid, and all that. Lamau, no more policing. The problem is that like some countries kind of depend on us because they don't have like their own militaries, and also like the reason why the U.S. military is kind of stationed around like major threats like China is because they have their own shit that they're doing too. So I can't really say like no more world policing right now in this society, but I think ultimately, yeah, like I think, yeah, U.S. needs to do more investment in nations. I completely agree.
I mean, invading. What do you mean by invading, buddy?
Or we about to have a tanky tank.
Your military presence is okay.
Like not Iraq. Oh yeah, no, let's not go back to the Middle East or invade Russia in the winter. Let's not do that either.
Yeah.
Those spell no bueno for us. Policing, I mean, like invading nations. Yeah, no, invading nations mostly kind of cringe nowadays. Like a lot of our conflicts in the Middle East, we kind of had no like plans of really establishing a stable government.
For me, like, I guess invading like a country or whatever depends. Like, if the people in the country is suffering, or there's like something about like the government or something like wait, what is it called? Like, it's like not tyranny. No. I guess invading a country, you have to determine. Well, for me, I'm more for like people. If the country is enslaving or doing something that violates human rights, and I guess it's okay to invade a country.
Yeah, I honestly like that. I will honestly take that Warhawk take right there and be like, yeah, no, if they are like actively enslaving their people, doing various human rights violations, I do think that as a world thing, like say like a UN Peace Corps could ideally deal with that nation. Not necessarily. Okay. I'm not necessarily a fan of like the U.S. themselves just doing it. I would more or less say that it would ultimately be like a global effort to kind of stave off like slavery. Ideally, of course.
Hot take. I would rather we assassinated Bin Laden than start a war.
I mean, ultimately, assassinating Bin Laden might start a war.
Wait,
like if you like sorry, give me like 1 second. If you take away like major political leaders inside of like a territory, the ensuing chaos from that will probably result in some retaliation. How should we deal with North Korea? No, not glassing. Don't take that. That was that's not what I'm saying. How should we deal with North Korea? If I want to take it like in its most serious way possible. I really do think that ultimately a reunification between the two nations is probably the way to go. We just need to do it in such of a way that we depose the Kim Jong-un and his sort of dynasty. Because we don't like autocrats, but also like South Korea has their own issues.
Yeah, I agree with North Korea. Like essentially, we have to rebuild the relationships with them and slowly try to get them to, I guess, reform and not do that shit. But if it's not possible, then
sorry.
But if it's also but if it's not possible, then I hate, because I really love being peaceful. But if there's no option and people are suffering there, then I think in a ways, I think we can absolutely invade them. Because I guess it outweighs bad.
Yeah, this is why I make a lot of memes, I guess, surrounding like political violence, because it's really easy to just go up and say political violence bad, like just It's really easy to say that, but like
you're gonna get railed.
But exactly. Like there's some instances where you can justify it, and it would probably be moral in some ways. Like again, like I'm delivering my most like war hawkish take.
Identify weak. We make China pay for the integration.
Yeah.
actually take from me.
We should evolve NATO from it.
Yeah. Entire Russian imperialism organization to the unified military force to be used as today. Because China.
Actually, yeah, I think so. But honestly, yeah, I could probably like take it the other way instead of like having a NATO. We kind of take the functions of NATO and we kind of concentrate it into the UN or a sort of like world organization like structure instead of having this like I guess regional thing. But of course, like of course we don't live in this ideal society where it's not even an ideal society. In this society where we can really have like a productive UN with a productive I guess world army really. So I mean like the short term, yeah, we could probably evolve NATO to be a more unified military force. But ultimately, I would want to put that in the hands of the UN, and then we kind of also expand our Security Council a little bit.
Yeah.
And also like the unanimous like thing with the Security Council is also kind of cringe. I think. I don't think you need like a 51% kind of majority, but I do think you probably need like 2/3. If I had to like throw out a number. Yeah, North Korea is literally a buffer state. If we somehow make a deal with China to where we can reunite the two, and they will like literally back off of North Korea and we back off of South Korea, then yeah, that buffer state's gonna be gone, or hell, even then, if we somehow get like a major agreement with them, like we somehow get on friendly terms with China, then North Korea is probably gone. If I'm honest. Yeah, Kim Jong-un is going to be Kim Jong-gone.
True, and hopefully soon.
That would make tankies mad, honestly. And if not liberating oppressed peoples doesn't get you rock hard, but then angering tankies like Mel would probably do it.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they stand. Wait, yeah, they do stand so much like North Korea. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was China.
She's also a China stan. She also like wants reunification with Korea, but she's been kind of what's the word Weasley on terms of reunification. Yeah. But she's most certainly sympathetic to a little bit of like North Korean sentiments. Yeah.
This is why China is 100%.
Yeah, she's a bit of a Stalinist. I used to be on friendly terms with Mel, actually. Like, believe it or not, back in the day. Again, this is like
Mel?
No, not now. Like way back
Mel.
when, like, yeah, Mel.
Bruh.
But that's because I was like, I'm not gonna go hard on these genocide bad takes, and it was kind of like an era with Sansa where she was like kind of brought on, and sometimes like they'd chat about it, and she would like kind of like be a bit muddy with a lot of her statements, and they'd have like long convos. And so I along with like the other mods that kind of just tolerated her, though she was pretty fucking like sus in the community, and most of the community kind of like railed against Sansa for like being charitable to her. And I will also be honest and say that I was overly charitable towards her too. Like, honestly, like if you're like nice to me, I'm not gonna like try and like rock the boat.
Yeah. Also, the question I always wonder is why, especially a lot of like people who are more tanky or tend to be very like I guess not socially progressive or stuff. Like I never understood that.
Oh,
well, I don't know.
Sorry. I legit blinked out. So why do tankies something not call themselves progressive or something? Was that it?
No. Yeah. Tankies. Why often? Well, I don't want to generalize, but I see this quite a lot. Essentially, a lot of like tankies are not very socially progressive when it comes to like, let's say for example trans issues, gay people.
I wish I really knew why, if I'm honest. So my best like working theory off the top of my head is that a lot of them they deal with like oldish theory and oldish events, and
No mercies.
and they kind
Debate
of
me on incest. Debate me on incest right now.
no
Defensive.
no please. But a lot of back in the day, like a lot of like I guess revolutionaries are a bit more socially conservative. So there, a lot of them held like a little bit of like anti-trans, like gay and stuff like takes, and some of these debate me incest. That's not even that doesn't even like make sense in fucking like English.
Oh,
derailing aside. They get a lot of their literature from like older revolutionaries where they weren't so nice on the social issues. Really, they weren't really concerned with that part of the analysis so much as liberate workers from oppressive economic structure. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of like take those readings and they kind of apply that into like the here and now. And so they're not they kind of range from not so concerned but with social issues so much as enacting not gay space communism, just space communism, I guess, to like raging homophobes or transphobes like Retri. Yeah.
Wait,
and actually, like a lot of like tankies or like communist leading folk tend to be like radfems. This is based off of like my interactions with Twitter, and if anyone knows my Twitter, it's fucking like filled with me just arguing with people. So, like those are my experiences, yeah. But yeah, like that's my working theory.
Wait, tell me more about space communism. I've heard of it many times, but never understood what it meant.
I'm not much of a space communist. I'm more of a space primitivist. Send monk to space. But I guess like space communism is stateless, classless societies they're also like interplanetary in nature. I guess that's kind of like I guess the Snopes summary of it. I have no idea how legitimate of an ideology that is. In fact, I probably would reckon that it's about as serious as space primitivism. I'll defend, not really undefendable there. There are more legitimate arguments for mandates than not. Do I really want to debate mandates right now?
It's my right, my choice. Yeah. How dare you put the Fauci's blank, whatever.
But I know, God, I need to like to talk about this. Like, Retri is like his like rhetoric is he's a very slow speaker. He's also is incredibly monotone. So when you contrast it with me, who's like a bit more energetic, it's so fucking agonizing.
Boring.
Because when I did my whole like fucking like workers unite shit monologue during that thing, like he was so just like verbally unresponsive. I was like, fuck you. And then he'll sit there and be like a smug motherfucker, and it's just really agonizing when people don't match my energy.
Monarchs did it.
Yeah,
can't be that bad.
But we've gotten rid of monarchies in the U.S.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We're getting rid of monarchies worldwide. Like, remember all those fucking revolutions? Clearly, the incest made the monarchs really dumb. And that's why democracies flourished. Therefore, incest bad.
Yeah.
Incest lowers IQ. There we go. That'll do it.
I'm so confused with the... Okay. But wouldn't you agree? Okay, so let's say there's two gay brothers. And they were far away from each other. And when they finally turned 18, one comes back. And they decided to have, kind of like incestuous relationship. Is that bad? Very good.
It's like two like gay, like I guess adults.
Yeah.
Who like did they like ever like meet each other really or like
exactly they have not met
like literally like in a vacuum. Like if we're just talking about the act of incest itself, like it's probably fine, but it just says it just says a lot about your compatibility with society, really. that probably not the most fit for society.
Thirdly, the incest made them stronger and lost what they
Yeah.
felt ashamed.
True.
Dang.
But yeah, no, like I think that's kind of like my take with like I guess incest since we're going down that route.
Okay, wingcest is no, incest is wingcest.
Look, if you want to do some Sweet Home Alabama shit, then
By all means, go for it.
that's your prerogative. I'll just think you're kind of weird.
It's not
Like-
weird,
like-
buddy. It's morally neutral, okay?
I'm gonna fucking kill No, I can't say that on stream. I might want to stream sometime in the future, and I already said the R slur.
Okay, wait. So thoughts on R slur Nazi?
Wait, R slur Nazi? Just like that phrase?
Thoughts? Is it morally neutral? Is it bad?
What, calling someone an R slur Nazi?
No, I
Or-
mean like the other word for an R.
DM it to me. I have no clue. I have a folder,
R?
Bones. Oh shit, Jayleet's got a
A?
folder on me. Are you in talks with a no comment chick? Also, let me honestly, actually, if someone could clip this for no comment chick. Hey, stop making folders on streamers, you weirdo. Thank you. Anyways.
Wait, I'm so confused. What happened?
Basically, so remember no comment chick back when she like had a lot of drama with fucking Dylan and all that.
I don't know this person.
Fuck, I can't remember the whole thing of the conversation. It kind of culminated as like a result of multiple debates. Fuck, I really wish I remembered the situation. I think at one point she weaponized his suicide attempt.
Oh, and I probably might remember.
There's like some other shit, like some drama. I honestly I can't fucking remember. Like that was like
Bad
fucking
Bunny?
7 dramas ago. I don't care.
Was
All
it
of the hard
Bad
times
Bunny?
you have called me the hard R. Yeah, the hard the R slur. Yeah.
Wait, was this like?
Yeah. I have called Jayleet
Bunny?
the R slur multiple times, and he's probably one of the few people ever do that too because he is worthy of me. He is. I consider him dumb enough to throw that one around. Though honestly, I think the word "dumb" is a bit more problem.
Ableist.
It's a bit more ableist than saying the R slur, but yeah.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Abolish dumb.
Abolish the R slur.
Yeah.
Abolish slurs.
But thoughts on RAPE a Nazi?
Oh, that okay.
Is it
You could have
morally
just
neutral?
texted it. You okay? Is oh
Is it
god?
morally
Is it
neutral?
morally no? I can say I don't think it would be okay.
I'm sweating.
I just don't
Cap.
think violating anyone's autonomy in that way is good.
Good. Yeah.
Literally, but also like I haven't thought about it. I'm not philosophically trained to figure out is this specific thing morally like bad. I mean, like under like what I think, yeah, probably bad.
True. Do you know anti-Semitics?
Is actually an
No.
anti-Semitic term true?
Fuck. Damn.
Jayleet,
I'm probably
honestly,
not.
you're probably smarter than Retri, and you could probably make anti-vax arguments better than him. Actually, no, I will say this: you definitely do make better anti-vax arguments than him. Unironically, like that dude actually can't make any single argument. At least Jayleet, he brings in sources. They may be really shitty sources, or they don't like corroborate what he's saying, but he at least puts in the legwork to like argue. He actually does like an ounce of research. And yeah, like even like rhetorically, Retri is just like so fucking dismissive. He's like, oh yeah, I just think this because reasons. Bro, I bodied some guy in your debate VC earlier. I mean, did you record it?
Yeah, you should have recorded,
Yeah.
buddy.
Hey, you should become a streamer, J-Lead. I make better anti. Aren't you gay though?
Yeah, homosexuality is a sin.
I don't
Statistically,
subscribe to Christianity, so I don't care.
Oh well, here's a good argument. Gays are pedophiles.
I mean, I could say
statistics.
straight people are pedophiles too. I could say that Catholic priests are pedophiles.
Well, there's a normal amount of people who are gay and pedophiles. You can show.
A lot of it, I believe, if you control for economic conditions, a lot of it. Another thing, how they were raised, if they were raised in a really shitty household. I know that I think like on average that people who were sexually abused or just abused in general as a kid have a higher chance of committing that sort of act. I think.
Yeah.
So like that's a contributing factor. And also, like, there's nothing about being gay that inherently, like, predisposes you to being a pedophile. Yeah. Because, like, usually when gay people talk, they're usually referring to either someone that, like, around their age or older.
I agree.
Bones, I would like some of your perspective. I do have some. Do respect some of your debate for your debate chops. Sure, go for it.
But the reason why I say this is because I used to be just a bit like long time ago, but I saw someone because I was like in a debate server and Discord show. It's way long ago, but short story. Essentially, there's a person in chat that said gay people aren't pedophiles, and you cannot essentially prove me wrong and. Drop statistics, and that I was kind of like 12 years old, so I couldn't argue that because I didn't know full well. So
I mean, yeah, because 12-year-olds aren't expected to be like these fucking like master debaters, or for short, masturbators. But
but yeah, I end up losing.
So when you see COVID deaths, you get 751K American COVID deaths. He's about to drop COVID takes. Also, I'm probably going to give this about 10-ish more minutes before I just hop out, because I kind of have stuff that I want to do. Every debate that I've had at this point has kind of just been, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it on the fly, like, eat shit, and I just don't plan to, like, streamline. Civil War numbers rip, yeah.
Chan. Does it actually highlight my message, or is it just like a waste of
time? Does it? I think it highlights your message when I see it. Yeah, streamer Chan. Yeah, it highlights.
I didn't. Check, yeah. It doesn't. Well, for me, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't show up in your little chat that is projected. Yeah.
One of my favorite debate tactics is to get the opposite side to commit that those numbers are indisputable. I like to get them to call me a conspiracy theorist and anti-science if I deny those numbers. So if I'm not mistaken, J-Lead, like pretty much all numbers when it comes to like pandemic related shit, they're in some ways like estimated to a certain degree. Now, I'm not the most educated on like statistics and all that and how to like calculate those things, but sometimes when people report numbers, it's a bit like above what is actually what the actual number could be, or it's below number what it could be. Oftentimes, you can't really get like 100% like a good source of a data. You can't really like get, I guess, like an exact sample size because it's one always changing into the estimates always change. I also don't know how they estimate the deaths. I just know that some of them are underreported and some of them are overreported. Yeah, but go to Google and look at USA COVID death numbers. Yeah, those are an estimate. And to No Mercy, Jess, the Holocaust numbers, yes, to a very, very large degree, like 99.99%, are indisputable. Mainly because like that event is one of the most highly documented events in like human history. And so like the 12 million and 6 million thing, like within like a 99.9% like margin is probably correct. Now, there's probably like some room for errors in like the dozens of deaths at most if I had to like guess. But
well, I have a
like
question.
I have to like qualify that to shit. So. Yeah. Anyways, go for it.
So tell me this. So if we cook every year,
No. We're not doing the cookie. We're not doing the cookie question. Hell no.
I'm just saying, how can we cook, that many cookies?
Stop. No. Please no. I'm not about the platform that. But no. Oh, legit. Go to Google and look it up. Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me just grab a tab that I can open. Or a new window. Here we go. So I have like 20 different tabs on this other one that I had open. Well, yeah, because it was for the Retri debate. There we go. It's this one. No, it's not that one. It's a different one. This is Twitter. There we go. This is the one. So, American COVID deaths, you said? J-Elite?
Fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, 751k deaths. Yeah, what's up?
So we know 6 million died, but the exact number.
Son of a bitch. Fuck off.
To point out the same for COVID deaths.
Okay. Oh. Can you change the country to China? Sure.
China.
Let's see. Huh. Look at that. 4,636 deaths. Interesting.
Damn,
they had it on lock, lol. Now, I'm going to be honest here and say I have no idea how China did their like practices. It's the drop down. Yeah, China doesn't report accurate numbers, like big deal. Yeah, like let's be honest here. I'm not going to like bigger. I'm not going to necessarily trust China with like their data.
Statistics.
Mainly because like throughout history they've been kind of iffy, like the government reporting their data. It's like let me see if I can get could I get North Korea COVID deaths? Let's see.
You already know. It's gonna be super low.
Wait. No way. This is not North Korea though. Hold on. Yeah. So if we take like a comparable nation like Russia for like they've got 238k deaths.
But do we really want to trust Russia?
I mean, they have like a smaller population. I don't know how much smaller. Do they? Or do they have a bigger population? I have no fucking clue. Hold on. Mm-hmm. How many people are in North Korea? Hold on. Population. North Dakota. 25.78 million. Is that no? This is worldwide. Okay, this is worldwide. That makes sense. I was like, this can't be true at all. I know the answer to this. You're just curious about your take on this debate point. I fuck a lot of people up with this. Basically, I just don't really trust the Chinese government when they're reporting their COVID cases and deaths.
Never trust.
Especially if we say, like, take a comparable nation like India, if I can find if they can give me a chart. Fuck you, they don't have a chart.
Oh.
Hold on. India, COVID deaths. Can I get a chart? Here we go, yeah. Especially when we have, like India who has like multiple spikes. Like again, I also don't know like how like China's I guess nations really comparable. I don't know how their like immigration or like the like borders work really. So they could very much well have that very sharp decline after like the first few weeks. Do I necessarily believe it? Probably not. I genuinely don't think that they're being honest. Oh wait, there was actually a spike in January. They went from like 55 average cases to like 117. Oh, down from like 18, 20. Damn, oh shit. they had a huge spike by like 5 times, but it's sort of
insane.
How do you trust justifying the U.S. numbers when Google is willing to publish obvious bullshit? I mean,
so wait, they
kind. So what Google kind of has to do is that they don't publish those numbers necessarily. Well, actually, no, they do publish the numbers, but they kind of get it from the government's reportings, and they kind of have to report it from that. They can only publish what they're given. And so you kind of have to then circle that argument back to the nation themselves and how trustworthy the government is, generally speaking, on those numbers. We can generally trust the U.S. government on our numbers because typically there's like a lot of information out there about it. There's a lot more access to information regarding that. And historically, we've been able to trust like the CDC, the FDA for like a lot of things, generally speaking. So,
no, don't trust the government. They're there to kill you. Okay.
True. That's right.
The glowies are out there.
And then we can go into the U.S. government not being trustworthy. We lied about weapons of mass destruction, but the problem is, are we like actually willing to lie about our COVID numbers to that scale? Because the weapons of mass destruction thing, that's more or less like that's more or less a foreign affair that was meant to like kind of stir up the nation for war, necessarily, and it was a unifying force at that. Whereas COVID, on the other hand, definitely not a unifying force at all. Very, very, very controversial, as you could tell by the past like couple years. And so, what you would have to you would have to say that there was a comparable conspiracy with the entirety of the U.S. government to manufacture a conflict within the nation, whereas previously we manufactured a sort of unity with the nation on that end. We can pivot how much influence the pharma companies have on our elections, media, advertisements. If you can necessarily quantify that, honestly, I'm not really the biggest fan of kind of like a company's kind of like inserting their shit into politics. I think it should be more of like a people thing. But on the other hand, like I don't know how much influence the pharma has on the COVID reporting rates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not only that. Yeah, every industry has influence on our electoral politics. I mean, yeah, like literally everything. Like, basically, I could say that fucking Nabisco is lobbying the government to help them produce more Oreos. Because they want to produce more Oreos. It's all part of a big food conspiracy to shove Oreos down my throat. Yeah. And also, like, not to mention that this has no bearing. Big Pharma doesn't have much bearing on how we report COVID deaths or COVID cases, really.
Mm-hmm. God.
Well, like they don't really necessarily like politically determine like how we count COVID cases. That's literally like a medical side issue. With their own procedures and methods of testing. Yeah, exactly. Those are reported on a local level. Like, COVID cases are typically reported like at state level or same with deaths. Like, there's just.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
I don't really want to debate, bro, about this shit at the moment. You're about to end your stream, but pharma companies and lobby and advertise to a much larger degree than in other Western countries. It is seen as very weird to somebody to say that pharma ads are when they vacation here. Yeah, it's literally the same thing with like flat Earth shit, honestly. But the problem is, Jaylee, like this would have to translate to like thousands of counties like misreporting their COVID cases data and deaths as well, which I don't think is like necessarily true. You'd have to posit a massive conspiracy of thousands upon thousands of counties just misreporting COVID data, especially when a lot of those counties are highly conservative. And also, like doctors and all that, and that shit. Whereas if we go back to the weapons of mass war thing, really can only be verified by like a small pool of people who had top intelligence clearances, and you'd have to rely on the like national level politicians as well. So like I just don't think those two situations are comparable.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out because I'm tired.
Yeah, take care, dude. It's good, good talking to you again.
Yeah, that was a fun stream.
Yeah, he's a good person. He seems chill, but yeah, no, like Jay, I this is kind of like a part of the reason why I've like moved away from like the idea of populism to a certain extent, because a lot of like populist rhetoric is conspiratorial in nature, and it's just like, ugh. Like, especially when I'm going into like a more like engineering / like scientific like lens. See you later, Bones. See you later, Jeffs. I just have to like look into shit like that. But yeah, no, but if we continue going down like the weapons of mass destruction thing, like that kind of like requires like I guess like two components really. It's like the politicians themselves at the very very top who have access to that info, and then on top of that like projecting that to the media necessarily. Whereas COVID cases and deaths go down a different channel really. Now, the messaging around those cases can be manipulated by the media to a certain extent, but like the cases themselves at like a local level, like it would take a lot. Would conspiracy theories be that pervasive if our government hadn't done so much like fucked up shit and abused so much of their power we've wielded? Would at a national level, like you may have a case if we're talking about like some shady shit at specifically the national level, but I would be much harder. It would take a lot more to convince me that you could find that same level of I guess corruption at like the state level, or even more like crucial like the local level. Like the dude that I debated earlier tried to shit talk me about having MK Ultra conspiracy theories. Like, honestly, like you didn't say this. You didn't say this. I'm not attributing. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, no. Like I kind of would have to like grant that like at a national level you do have a bit of yeah, exactly. Like MK Ultra was, I think, real, if I remember what you were saying. But again, that's like a national level thing where the potential access to information is a lot higher and a lot more confidential. And also like national level, like politicians kind of have a little bit more of a messaging influence really than like your local or state politician. Yeah. And just with like localized like stuff like reporting COVID cases and deaths, it would be significantly more difficult. Like the information network required is a bit more, would be a hell of a lot more sophisticated, and you would have to be fooling a lot of the doctors and the nurses. You'd have to be getting them in on it too, which is why I most certainly cannot subscribe to the idea that like we're faking our COVID cases. Because I would then go back to the information's generally speaking is widely known and could be accessed and studied and analyzed. Oh, Alec Gunter is raiding with a party of 7. Hello, raiders. You've missed I guess like 2 parts of my impromptu stream. Welcome to the Bone Zone. In the beginning, I debated Retri for the 3rd time. where he like weaseled his way out of like COVID. Basically, I was trying to debate him on COVID. He wasn't biting because he already did it with Sansel earlier, and he just refused to make a point there. And then we went back to the trans debates because honestly, I initially wanted his thoughts on the Tavistock v. Bell case getting overturned. He really didn't respond much. Then he asked me what a woman was, and so we went down that stream. And basically, he dunked on me by saying like if I go down like the idea that say that his definition adult human female refers where female refers to like the characteristics of a female, and you could abide by X, Y, or Z criteria depending on how you define sex, like then sure you could say that a trans woman is not a woman. But I disagreed with that definition because like that's not how we do things in society. But well, we can talk about it later if you're interested, but there's actually an interesting point to that issue about local people providing unreliable COVID stats or tomorrow. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd have to. That's more of like a statistical issue, really. If I had like intuit that. But yeah, no. Take care, Jaylee. But yeah, no. Like, but, and then I kind of had to explain after Retri ran off. After thinking he dunked on me to explain that no, actually, his definition of what a woman is would absolutely be god awful. In application, it would be really stupid, and so I kind of did my whole rant on that. And then I talked to Wrong Alt, if I can find his Twitter, right here. He or actually Wrong Alt's friend, Wrong Main. I'm going to post that person's Twitter. I kind of had a chat with him. Kind of post-debate talking about stuff and then kind of just chilling. And now I've kind of been shooting the shit. And let's see. I'm going to have to take Alex viewers and throw them somewhere because I am done streaming for the day. I was not initially planning to stream. I just wanted to dunk on Retri one more time for the lulz. And I had fun with that. So, is Cherry still debating her stepfather? No, she is not. Okay. So, actually, do we want to raid into Shark or do we want to raid into Stardust? I don't know if anyone's still here. Since you're actually pretty smart, I'd rather have a discussion than debate over this stuff. It's pretty important. Yeah. The only issue is I don't like necessarily have time during like college, really. Like usually when I'm on campus, I'm specifically focused as a raid Shark. Gotcha. I'm not raiding Infrared as a flex. I really don't want to deal with tankies for 3 days straight. Dealing with a tanky for an hour is enough for me. But yeah, no, like, back to what I was saying, I don't really have much time when I'm, like, doing college stuff. I try to get stuff done then and there. But yeah, no. Raid Shark 300. But yeah, no, I will upload this VOD as soon as I get it downloaded, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. And I'm going to announce that VOD on Twitter, and I'm also going to do all that shit. Because honestly, I think this was, like, a decent VOD. So... fuck. Let's see. What do we want to do? Actually, how do I cancel? I'm gonna cancel the raid real quick, because I kind of want to end off on some music, because I want to do that. Okay. I kind of just want to like fucking chill, you know. Here we go. There we go. Anyways, now we're gonna raid Shark. So, this has been your boy, Bones of Doom. Coming from the grave back to dunk on shitty arguments. I had fun streaming. You can find me on Twitter with, at Bones of Doom TV, because someone took Bones of Doom, and I will fucking find them. That was a joke. Legally, that was a joke. I will not spend the time or resources finding them, but... Bones of Doom TV. Usually you'll find me either shit posting or arguing with dumb fucks online and posturing for debates there. I also have content on YouTube. The channel name is Bones of Doom, or you could just find me on my stream at twitch.tv/Bones of Doom. And yeah, that's pretty much all where I'm at. Anyways, give Shark the Bones of Doom welcome. Spook him. We like being spooky. So maybe scare him, be all like boo and all that shit. So peace.
You want it all, don't you? Come with us. Come with us before he kills you.
Or public police is not overreach, but having public health care is. Why would it be objectionable if instead of having public fire services that everybody gets to use, you had everybody just